Hi, good afternoon. It's probably going to be a very short video today because I'm just laughing because Gigi wants to get on mini. Because I think my battery's about to die on the camera. I'm hoping that Sue will be coming. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday, but we do want to go to Bury Market. If so, I need to charge up my batteries on the camera, because hopefully if the wool store man doesn't object, I might take you for a little look round the store. That's if we go. I mean, with Sue it's not always predictable because she works funny shifts and they ask her to go when on her days off and things like that. So it's not always predictable that she'll arrive when she says she will. But I don't mind. I just like having a road trip every now and again. Still got the froggy throat. Really am going to have to see the GP in a bit. Well, my lovely neighbour Julie was having a clear out and I'm not proud. I'll have anything that people are throwing out, if I like them of course. Gigi hates this, it terrifies him, but I love it. It's going to hang in my porch because then if anybody opens the porch door, the wind will catch this and it will alert me and Gigi. I have got one already in the porch, but I bought it, well, we bought it when I was married and we went to Greece the very first time, which would be, gosh, must be 30 odd years ago because my son's 46 now. I think he was round about 12 when we went. So it was made of basketry at the top and all these shell things hanging down. But the basket's sort of disintegrated a bit now over the years, as it will do. Yes. Anyway, she was also throwing out 2 draft excluders, which I think are absolutely charming. It says welcome. Yeah. I'm not putting them in the porch because, you know, like the people who sell door to door might think I like them. Or in case you were wondering what the phone call was when our last video, it was only my dog walker asking, you know, how I was like after Buster and everything. But what it was after that was she'd left me a message. And so my phone kept telling me there was a message and telling me there was a message and telling me there was a message until I actually went and picked it up. They certainly don't want you to miss your messages, do they? My brother's funeral was Friday, a very sad occasion. But having said that, it's still nice to catch up with some relatives. It's a shame that we only kind of like meet up at sad occasions like funerals, but I did catch up with some of my friends, my cousins and that from my dad's side of the family who I don't normally get to see. I don't have any transport now, as you already know, so they live quite a way away, so we just don't stay in touch anymore. Except recently I've got in touch with 2 of my cousins through Facebook, which is how I was managing to tell them about my brother, yeah. So they came along anyway, so, you know, as nice as any sad occasion can be, it was a lovely, tasteful funeral, you know. Well, it was a cremation actually, but I still call them funerals. I'm wearing Daniel's present to me. It's lovely, isn't it? Thank you very much, Daniel, if you're watching. I also got another lovely gift. A lady said, she's a friend on Facebook, and it's daft to say they're not personal friends because I think of them as personal friends, even though I don't actually physically ever see them, yeah? But to me they are friends. And she just asked me for my address to send me a card, you know, like a bereavement card, I think. But instead, she sent me, oops, woo, tripod nearly went flying, a little card, which was there, a little flower with my favourite colours of purple in it. And then she also sent me this, which she's made for me. It's for my front door. My front door is actually inside the porch, so it won't get wet through or anything like that. It's got a little hanger on it. I think it's so sweet. I've been admiring the ones, you know, that Attic 24 makes, but they have so much work on them. They're just full of, you know, gorgeous flowers and little animals and things, but I knew I would never ever make one. So thank you very much to Sharon, who's made me this lovely wreath. That is definitely going on the front door. Not quite yet, because I don't want to decorate quite too soon, but it will be by the time. I did have a wreath, but I'd had it many, many years, and everybody that used to come remarked, isn't it time you got rid of that tatty wreath? Well, I will do this year, you'll all be glad to know. Tatty wreath will be going in the bin. Well, it will be when somebody goes in the loft to get it. So what have I been doing this week? Well, not a lot, because if you've ever had bereavements and deaths of pets and things, it takes a while to get yourself around. I've been keeping busy. Doesn't mean to say I've not been upset, because I have been, but I find that if I do try to keep myself as busy as can be, I keep like going out to the shops when I don't really need anything, and you know, trying to find something good on the telly to watch, which isn't always good, is it? Because you can't always find. And they started all the Christmas films now, so if I start watching them too soon, by the time it comes to Christmas I'll have watched them all. So I managed to post off 3 things that were owed, you know, items that were orders. But people have been very, very good. They've been very understanding, because I hadn't posted them out because of all what had happened and everything. I just couldn't gee myself up, you know, to put them all in bags and post them off. It's a bit stupid really, but I just couldn't do it. So at the moment I'm crocheting my way through another of my orders. I don't know whether if you've been following me a while you would have seen the flamenco shawl I made that got sold. There was 2 of them. One was red with the black flounces at the bottom, and then this one is, it's actually the old shawl pattern by Doris Chan, and that's the way it is as is. But I do extra flounces. I do 4 rows up. Oops, 4 rows up from the bottom, if you can see this. I'll be doing a flounce of that colour, and then 4 rows up from that one I do a flounce of that colour. I'll show it to you when it's all finished before it gets posted off. So, but if you ever like want a nice sort of easyish pattern to do, well, if you're a beginner you might not be able to do the edging, but that's not important, is it? You know, I've made these in stripy wool, or I've made them in different coloured stripes, you know, with my bits out of my bit box. It looks quite small at the moment, but of course it's not been blocked out. So it will be a lot, well, not a lot bigger, but it will be bigger once it's been blocked. But I like the shape of it, because if you've got anybody who's like in a nursing home or somebody who wears them, they don't fall off the shoulders, you know, like the triangle shawls do. And you'll find it on Ravelry. It's called All Shawl, and it's a free pattern by Doris Chan. And I think I've probably made as many of these All Shawls as Doris Chan has, but made them in all different colours. If anybody's having a raffle or anything like that, I always make a couple of shawls. I've made them in every colour under the sun. Sorry about itching, but I'm wearing my shoulder thing, and it's neoprene and it does make me itch after a while. So there's not really a lot I've got to tell you. As I say, I'm hoping to get to Bury if Sue comes this week. And I've got Gigi, I don't know if you can see him or not, he's behind me. He's been my little cuddle buddy, haven't you? And I did have Buddy from next door the other day, because Julie had to go out, and it was the 5th of November and the fireworks were flying everywhere. I don't understand it. One night a year, yes, but not all through the day, which I can't see the point of, because how can you see fireworks in daylight? And for about 3 or 4 nights either side. And they're not just little pretty fireworks, either. They're like boom, bang, like cannons. And it terrifies the heck out of the dogs. I mean, Buster was always okay the last few years, because he'd gone deaf, so he probably heard like a dull thud, but he didn't hear the actual woof, like poor Gigi. And Buddy was absolutely terrified. So I was sitting there in the evening of November the 5th with a spaniel, cocker spaniel, and a chihuahua, nursing them both. I'm not doing that, by the way. I'm talking about nursing the dogs. So I think that's about it, really. Everybody's been so wonderfully kind and understanding, and I'm still getting lovely, lovely messages, and I really do appreciate them. They do help. I mean, they can't take away your grief, but they do help an awful lot, yeah. I think it's just knowing that people are out there and people are also sympathetic. They're giving you a lot of empathy. They understand they've lost pets themselves, you know, really beloved pets for many, many years, so they know exactly how I feel. And of course, everybody at some stage has lost relatives. But I lost two relatives and a dog in the space of, 2 weeks. I lost a cousin who was only 64, he had a brain tumour. And then it was Buster, and then it was my brother with liver cancer. So it's not been a joyful time, really, has it? They say things come in threes, so I hope that's the 3. I just really don't want any more deaths for a long time. And fingers crossed. I don't know of anybody that's actually... Although my Auntie Rosaline was there, that was my cousin's mother that passed away. And she was laughing in a way because she's 93, and when she was in her 30s, a gypsy came to the door. She was telling her all these different things. Well, quite a lot of the things that the gypsy told her came true. Even though she doesn't really believe it, she was just talking to this gypsy trying to get rid of him from the door. And one of them was she would have live to a ripe old age, but she would die about 93. Well, she's just had her 93rd birthday, so when we were chatting, she says, oh, well, you can all meet up at my funeral because I'm obviously going this year. But I hope she was saying it tongue-in-cheek. And yes, so as I say, it was lovely to meet up with people I haven't seen for ages, but it's always a shame that you only ever meet them on sad occasions. Well, sometimes nice occasions like weddings, but when you get to my age, more often than not these days, it's like for funerals. So, anyway, people are saying to me, what are you doing for your birthday, what are you doing for this, that and the other, and it's really took the edge off it. I mean, I was supposed to be going out for lunch with my brother and his wife in aid of my birthday. We all went out when my brother was 70, which was like 7 years ago. So they were taking me out for lunch for my 70th. But I could see really when they said it wasn't going to be, because they said it about a few weeks ago. And so I really don't want to do anything now. I don't want to do anything at all. I shall just let the occasion slide by, I think. You're not really in the mood, are you, for celebrating something when it's just so a short distance, you know, after a loss or 3 losses. It just doesn't seem right, you know, to be hey ho, I'm 17, oh hey ho. So on the 25th it will be a quiet occasion. Oh, and thank you everybody who's going to send me cards. They've said they're going to send me cards. I appreciate everything about you. Everything. And cards are sufficient. I'm not asking for anything. Just cards would be lovely. Or even if you don't send a card, just say hi to me on Facebook on my birthday, 25th of November. Not that I'm, you know, touting for good wishes, but I think I've had a pretty rough time of it, as I know a lot of you have lately. So happy birthday wishes on Facebook is quite sufficient. Yes, I mean, I do enjoy when people send me gifts, but I don't ever ask for them because I'm not that kind of person. I don't ever ask for them. I'm more of one of the givers of the world, but at the moment my purse is a bit slim. So until I sort my life out financially, I can't be any forward giving, except need to do the hats for the homeless, I did say. But I don't suppose it's really of paramount importance that I get them before Christmas, because it'll still be cold in January. So they might be getting them in January this year and not before. But I'm sure they won't mind. A hat's a hat if it's cold, isn't it? Whether you get it in December or whether you get it in January. Anyway, I think that's about it for me. Hopefully you've got all of this and the camera hasn't shut itself off and I've been talking to myself for the last half hour. So hopefully you'll see Sue and myself later in the week, but it won't be one of our sit down chats. It'll probably be a roving out and about chat. Maybe we'll sit down and have a coffee. One never knows, although I can't exactly take my tripod kind of round Berry Market. So there is a wool shop there as well, but it's more of a Crafton wool shop. It's actually in the actual precincty bit of Bury. But Bury Outside Market is famous in England. It's one of the best ones, best outside markets going. Well, permanent outside markets going. I mean, there's some really very nice farmers markets that pop up and things like that, and craft markets that pop up. But this is the permanent, market that's there. 3 days every week, come rain, shine, snow, hail, whatever. It's there. It has to be pretty bad for people not to turn up. They're very hardy breed, our marketers. So anyway, I'm waffling away now, I'm waffling. So once again, thank you everybody for all your kind wishes. I do appreciate it, really I do. So I'm going to go now. I half expected somebody to knock on the door. I just got in the shower at lunchtime and somebody was hammering fit to bust on my front door. I wasn't really expecting anything, any parcels or anything. I have had to order a new craft lamp because my craft lamp's packed in. But it's not due to be delivered till Thursday or Friday. So I don't know who it was because nobody's put a card through the door. So who knocked on my door? No idea. It doesn't matter what time of day I get in that shower. I swear if I got in the shower at 9 o'clock at night, somebody would knock on the door. Never mind. Anyway, waffle. Shut up, Janet. Time to go. Bye now.